It's time for DSU Athletics on Radio Dixie 91.3, KXDS Santa Clara. We present to you from Dixie State University, DSU Athletics on Radio Dixie 91.3.
Welcome to Radio Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena for another great night of Trailblazer basketball here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Hello everyone, I'm Martin Kelly, and tonight is one of the last three games that will be on the schedule for the Lady Trailblazers this season. They're going up against Regis University tonight in a good matchup that was placed about a month and a half ago between these two teams. They played fairly well in their last game. Dixie State coming on top of the win with a 74-70 win here as Coach J.D. Gusson is talking over to the head coach, Molly Marin. She's in her fourth season at Regis University. They're talking amongst themselves right in front of me here in this one. 8 minutes and 41 seconds left to go on the preseason clock here tonight between Regis University and Dixie State University. It's going to be a good one tonight here in this one. Don't forget that right after this one, the game will be on at 7:30. Carrick Sigmiller and his crew will be on the call for that one. We'll have that one here on Radio Dixie 91.3 as well in this one. It's going to be a good one here tonight here as Dixie State comes into this game with one simple key goal. Win out from here on out. No mistakes, no nothing. You win every game from here on out, and you show that you are a team that should be deserving in the RMAC championship, high up in the RMAC tournament, and will be playing for a March Madness bid. Dixie State has got 10 losses on the year. They're 13-10 overall on their overall record. They're 9-10 in the RMAC. They need a win tonight to stay in the conversation of being a top team in the RMAC. Right now, if they were to win out from here on out and get a couple losses in their favor, they would finish in the top 8 seeds, which is not a bad position. You wouldn't have to go through an onslaught of the top tier teams, but you would have to meet up with one of the top tier teams either in the semis or the conference championship. That's still a long way to go, but nonetheless, you always want to think about that stuff that's coming up here in these games. Obviously, Dixie State coming into this game, they won their last couple games here in this one. Their last couple games, they won against Adams State 79-63, but then they went on to lose against Fort Lewis 75-82. I was on the call for both of those games. In those two games, Dixie State looked a little sluggish, shall I say. Against Adams State, no competition. They were staying on top of them the whole time. But when they went up against Fort Lewis, it looked sluggish. It looked like a repeat of what happened the last game that was here in the Burns Arena a couple weeks after that one. It just looked slow. It didn't look right. Everybody was flat. Everybody wasn't getting the shots that they were supposed to get. Everybody was just missing shots. No consistency, no playing together, trying to shoot and make shots, and that's that. In this one, I think Dixie State's going to be a lot better. I think they're going to be able to get together, play hard, play together, and just shoot the ball. If they decide to play as a team tonight and play as a team from here on out, I think this team can win some games. I think this team can surprise some teams in the RMAC tournament and maybe get to the March Madness. Now, I know talking about the March Madness tournament from here on out is a bit risky. I understand that. I totally get that. But if you're not thinking about that, if you're not trying to get ahead onto your schedule, think about who you got coming up, who you can match up against, who you can beat up against. It's going to be a struggle. And I think with the fact that Dixie State is looking towards the 13-10, they would have finished out the season 16-10. If you were to win the 3 games in the RMAC tournament, finish 19-10, that would get you an automatic bid into the tournament. You would have a good position. You wouldn't have to play a top tier team. You'd probably be a 9 or 10 seed, which would get you against a better competition team that's on a top tier team, and it would put you in the right position. But again, we have to think about now instead of thinking about what's coming up. Let's talk about these two teams that matched up a long time ago. They matched up on January 19th. Dixie State won that game 74-70 in that game. Maddie Loftus was the player of the game in that one. I named her the player of the game. She had 23 points alone in that game, and her 23 points, 15 of those came in the second half. She was on fire from the three-point range in that game. She was shooting the ball as best as she could. She was making sure her shots were going down. Everybody was playing with consistency that night. Everybody was playing like a team. Coach J.D. Gusson coached up a good game plan to play against Regis in their small ball lineup. They like to throw a lot of speed at you. They like to throw a lot of shots at you, try to see if those go down. But Dixie State can match them in that later department. Dixie State can throw out a small ball lineup that has a lot of speed, that has a lot of agility. If they can throw that out at Regis tonight and play very well with that tonight, I think Dixie State will be able to do well with that combination in the later part of this game. We're going to take a quick 1-minute timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. When we return, we're going to talk more about this game, the keys to the game here, and then we're going to get the lineups here, and then we're going to get the call here in the Burns Arena. Don't touch that dial. Dixie State University Lady Trailblazers versus the Regis Lady Rangers here on Radio Dixie 91.3.
An important message from Medicare.
Hi, Sarah.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3, 2:50 left to go here on this on the pregame clock here in the Burns Arena live here tonight. Regis University Lady Rangers are going up against the Lady Trailblazers of Dixie State here in a late season matchup. Dixie State only has 3 games left on the schedule. All 3 games are at home. It is Regis, Colorado Christian, and then next week Friday is a season finale, regular season finale. That'll be against Westminster College. That's going to be a rematch after what happened on December 1st, earlier in the season. That is going to be the game of the year that's coming up here in this one all the time here as Coach J.D. Gus is giving us a little shout out here in the building. He's up 5-5 and everybody here on the scoring table. Let's get back to this matchup. You're just tuning in. Dixie State University, Regis University. Lady women's teams are going to action tonight. This is an important game for Dixie State. They're 11th ranked in the RMAC standings. Regis comes in this game 13th ranked in the RMAC standings. Both teams looking for late wins in the season to stay alive in the RMAC tournament and find a way to win the RMAC tournament and get a bid into the March Madness tournament. Both teams cannot afford any more losses on the season as we have 1:40 left on the clock here in this one. Some keys to the game here as we keep talking about this amongst here in this one. Quickly, both teams have to do one thing, is play together. With Dixie State, they have to play consistent. And it's just going to be about playing consistent tonight. That's from there on out. Play consistent tonight, play consistent tomorrow, play consistent against Westminster, play consistent against everybody left on your schedule, play consistent in the RMAC tournament. It is going to be interesting to see what happens with that one. With Regis, it's exactly the same thing. Play consistent, but play better. You have one more road game. You have one more home game on the schedule. And they're to play like this from here on out. I think this team can scare a lot of people. The Rangers have a lot of shooting on their team. They have a lot of speed on this team. They know how to go up and down on the court. Same thing with Dixie State. They know how to get up and down the court. They know how to play together. They know how to just drive together all here on this one. We have 40 seconds left to go. Right after this one will be the national anthem. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout when that comes up. But we're going to stay here with just 30 more seconds here on Radio Dixie 91.3. We're going to get you the starting lineups just here in a few minutes, but we're going to allow this national anthem to play here. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in to Radio Dixie 91.3. It is going to be a fun night tonight here as the Lady Trailblazers of Dixie State are going to go match up against the Lady Rangers of Regis University. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3 while we are playing the national anthem here in the Burns Arena. When we return, we're going to have this game lined up here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. We're here live in the Burns Arena yet for another great night of Trailblazer basketball here on Radio Dixie 91.3 as the Lady Trailblazers of Dixie State are going to be taking on the Lady Rangers of Regis University here. Let's get you some of the starting lineups here. First, let's start with the Lady Rangers of Regis. Number 1, Alex Nelson is going to be the senior forward out of Las Vista, Nebraska. She's going to be their starting point guard. Number 4, Allie Walters, a freshman guard, 5'9", out of Rifle, Colorado. She's going to be their starting shooting guard. Number 22, Whitney Jacobs, a sophomore forward, 5'11", out of Parker, Colorado, Mullins High School. She's going to be their starting shooting guard. Number 31, Shelby Espinoza, the senior forward, 5'11", Austin, Texas, St. Michael's Catholic Academy, a good basketball school. They're going to be their starting power forward. And Majesty Robinson, senior guard, 5'6", McKinsey, Texas. She's going to be their starting center. I'm guessing that's just their starting five. I don't think the 5'6" is going to be their center. I'm going to guess more the 6'1" senior Alex Stout is going to be their starting center. I'm going to flip those two right there. Majesty Robinson is going to be their starting shooting guard for your Lady Trailblazers of Dixie State. Number 3, Mariah Martin, the sophomore guard, 5'7", out of Sandy, Utah, Atla High School. She's going to be the starting point guard today. Lisa Van Camp, the senior forward, 6'1", out of Morgan, Utah. She's going to be the starting center tonight. Number 11, Kelsey Stevenson, sophomore guard, 5'11", out of Willard, Utah, Box Elder High School. She's going to be the starting shooting guard tonight. Number 21, Morgan Myers, the sophomore guard, 5'7", out of St. George, Utah. The local one on the team. She's going to be their starting power forward tonight. And the small forward tonight, junior Allie Franks, guard, 5'10", out of Redding, California, Enterprise High School. She's going to be the starting power forward tonight. Starting small forward tonight in this one. This is going to be a good matchup, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. A good matchup between two good teams in the bottom part of the RMAC standings. But these two teams have all the opportunity to get back into this game and show that they are a top team in the RMAC standings when it comes to everything that goes on here. 10 minutes have been put on the clock. Regis comes out in their navy blue with yellow lettering all over them with their logo. Regis written all across the way. That is their jerseys. And Dixie State comes out in their all white blue lettering and with the Dixie State logo, Dixie State University logo across their chest. Lisa Van Camp and Alex Wilson lined up in the center of the logo here on top of the Dixie State logo. We got this game underway here. 10 minutes to go here between Dixie State University and Regis University. Let's get this game underway as the refs are starting to get ready here in this one. Dixie State's going to go to the left side of the court while Regis is going to go to the right side. Mariah Martin gets a tip off here. Martin at the top of the key goes a little bit to her right. She'll give it off to Morgan Myers. Margaret's on the right side of the three. Back over to Mariah Martin. She's on the top of the key. Over to Allie Frank. She's on the left side of the free throw line. Gives it back over to Morgan Myers. Morgan Myers is going to drive it on the right side. Going all the way to the bucket. No good. She's got to get her own rebound. She's got to kick it back over to Allie Franks. Franks takes a three. No good there. Rebound there by Regis there. Robinson is going to bring it down for Regis here. So we slow down here. Mariah Martin's on the hair. Robinson gets a little screen there. She's going to give it off to, as I look over at their roster, I messed up there. Espinoza gives it back over to Robinson. Robinson at the top of the key. Robinson gets a little screen there. Robinson got 10 seconds left on the clock. She throws it away, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. Dixie State's going to get it back here in this one. Walters was the player that I was missing a name there for that quick second. Allie Franks inbound is here. Gives out to Mariah Martin. Back over to Kelsey Stevenson. Over to Lisa Van Camp. She's on the right side of the free throw line. She's going to back down, get all the way to the bucket, and it's good. Lisa Van Campen is going to put the first 2 points on the board for Dixie State here. 2-0 lead. 8:56 left to go here in the first. Robinson's going to bring it down. She gets a little screen there by Jacob. No. Robinson took the little jumper shot. That's no good. Mariah Martin got the rebound there. Martin going to bring it down. Robinson's all over her. Gives out to Morgan Myers. Back over to Lisa Van Campen. Back over to Morgan Myers. No. Yes. Myers gives over to Allie Franks. Franks thought about giving it back off. No. Gives it back over to Morgan Myers. Back over to Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson on the free throw line. She tried to feed it into Lisa Van Campen. No. Stevenson going to take a little jumper. No good there. Rebound there by Alex Wilson. Wilson going to bring it down herself. Wilson at the top of the key. Wilson gets a little screen there by Jacob. No. Wilson's going to drive away the basket. She's going to miss it there. Wilson's going to go to the line for the first time. A foul is going to be called on Morgan Myers for a pushing foul. 8:15 left to go here in this one here as Alex Wilson's going to go to the line for the first time this afternoon. She is 79% on the year. Wilson knocks down the first one there. She's 1 for 1 from the free throw line this afternoon. Wilson shoots another one, and it's good there. 2-2 is the lead here. 8:16 left to go here in the early part of this one. Mariah Martin going to bring it down. Martin calls it out, gives it out to Kelsey Stevenson. Back over to Lisa Van Campen. Back over to Stevenson. Back over to Allie Franks. Back over to Stevenson. Stevenson going to take a three. No. Rebound there by Robinson of Regis. Robinson going to bring it down. She's going to wait for the troops to come over. Gives it off to Walters. Walters going to drive away the basket. No. Try to kick it back over to Alex Wilson. That didn't work. Mariah Martin stole it all the way. Martin drives it all the way. No, she'll miss it. Rebound there by Mariah Martin. She gets it herself. She's waiting for the troops to come over. Martin Gets back over to Lisa Van Camp. A little screen there by Brian Martin for Lisa Van Camp. Kelsey Stevenson now has it. Back over to Lisa Van Camp. Back over to Morgan Myers. Myers has it for a second. Over to Lisa Van Camp. A little undercut move there, and it's good. Dixie State's going to take a 4-2 lead with 7:30 left to go here in this one. Robinson now calling out the signals for Regis. Robinson going to get a little screen there by Espinoza. Espinoza, no. Robinson still has it. Try to fit it in there. Alex Wilson kicks it back out. No, turnover there. Kelsey Stevens is going to come over the turnover. She gives it off to Morgan Myers. Myers going to bring it up. No, gives over to Mariah Martin. Martin's at the top of the logo. Number 21, Emma Sturkle is at the scoreboard table for Regis right now. Lisa Van Campen has the right side of a three. No, gives back over to Morgan Myers. Back over to Kelsey Stevenson. She's on the free throw line. Back over to Morgan Myers. Myers going to try to drive it. No, she gave it off to Lisa Van Campen. Van Campen takes a little easy bucket there, and that's good. Lisa Van Campen with 6 points in this afternoon already. She has all 6 points for Dixie State. Robinson gets a little screen there by Espinoza. No good there. Rebound there of Dixie State. Brian Martin going to bring it up. 6-2 is still the lead. 6:30 left to go. Martin going to try to drive it. No, gives out to Lisa Van Campen again. Back over to Morgan Myers. She's on the right side of the three. Go over to Allie Franks. Franks going to try to drive it all the way. She's on the left side. She's going to put it up. No good on that one, as she's going to take 2 shots there. Number 21, Emma Sturkle, and number 20, McKenna Bishop. Sturkle, sophomore guard, 5'6", out of Gray, Nebraska, is at the score table. And McKenna Bishop, she's a junior forward out of Alvarado, Colorado. She's at the score table as well. Franks shoots the first free throw there, and that's good. Also, number 24, Morgan Ducklow, guard, 5'7", out of Littleton, Colorado, is also there as well. They all check into the game for Regis right now. No subs for Dixie State here in this first one. 6:23 still left to go. Franks knocks down the first one, but she missed the second one. 7-2 lead for Dixie State here. 6:20 left to go. Ducklow is going to take it up now. She gets a little screen up by Sturkle. Ducklow decides not to keep it. Gives it back over to Sturkle. Back over to Ducklow. Ducklow on the left side of a three. Tries to feed it in there to Espinoza. Back over to Sturkle. Sturkle misses that shot. Rebound there by Jacobs. Jacobs tried to feed it back over to Ducklow. That didn't work. Ducklow going to bring it back up. She gets a little screen there by Sturkle. Sturkle gives it out to Bishop. Bishop thought about taking a three, and that's no good, but the ball's going to stay with Regis. There's 5:46 left to go as I'm trying to learn these names by Regis as fast as I can. Ducklow is going to inbound it. She gave it over to Sturkle. Sturkle going to try to drive it. Sturkle trying to drive it. She gets away from Allie Franks. No, gives it back over to Jacob. Jacob going to take a three. No good there. Rebound there by Lisa Van Campen. She give it back over to Mariah Martin. Back over to Morgan Myers. Myers on the right side of the three. Back over to Mariah Martin. Back over to Lisa Van Campen. Back over to Mariah Martin. Martin going to try to drive it. No, she tried to kick it out to Kelsey Stevenson. Back over to Lisa Van Campen. 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Back over to Allie Franks. Franks took a three, and that's good. 10-2, 5:10 left to go here in this one as I try to slow down and not stutter my words. Ducklow gets a little screen there by Jacobs. Bishop, give it back over to Ducklow. Back over to Espinoza. Espinoza's going to try to drive her. She did. She got physical with Lisa Van Campen. Van Campen fell hard, but Espinoza's going to go to the line for an and one. Lisa Van Campen's going to call for a hooking foul there as number 30, Jemiah Sniper, a junior 5'10" out of Highlands Rancho, is going to check into the game now. 4:58 left to go here in this one. Dixie State is leading Regis 10-3 here in this one. We're going to take a quick 60-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Don't touch that dial.
This is you over 30 years ago.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena this afternoon as Dixie State University Lady Trailblazers women's basketball team are taking on the Lady Rangers of Regis University here in a matchup between two RMAC teams that are kind of in the mid-range of the RMAC standings here as Jemiah Snipers, junior forward, 5'10" out of Highlands Rancho, Colorado, now checks to the game. She's going to be all over Lisa Van Campen. No subs for Dixie State here so far as Van Campen's going to give it back up to Mariah Martin. Martin tried to drive it. No, gives it back over to Allie Frank. She's going to take a three. No good there. Rebound there by Regis. Jacobs gets it back over to Sturkle. Sturkle has it at the top of the key. Gets a little screen there by Jacobs. Sturkle going to drive it all the way. She gave it over to Sniper. Sniper lost it, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. It went off of Kelsey Stevenson. Looking at some of the numbers early already in this one, we're Dixie State. They're 4 of 9 from the field. They're 1 of 3 from the three-point line. They're 1 of 2 behind the free throw line this afternoon so far. As Sterkel's going to get an inbound. She's going to try to take a 3 early, and that's good. London Pavlica is going to go to the scorer's table. She's going to wait on the next dud ball. Mariah Martin is going to bring it down. 10-8 is the lead here for Dixie State over Regis. It was 10-2. Then there was a bucket. Then there was a couple other things that went wrong here as well for Dixie State. They're going to try to corral this thing in. Van Kamp, she's at the free throw line. She's going to take a little jumper. That's good. Lisa Van Kamp with 8 points already this afternoon. 8 of the 12 points for Dixie State this afternoon. She is responsible for. She is on a tear here. Lisa Van Kamp and Ali Franks, the only 2 players that have points this afternoon for Dixie State. Snipes tried to put a little bucket up there in the paint. No, that wasn't good. There's going to be a foul called against Mariah Martin for a pushing foul against Snipes. Snipes is not going to go to the free throw line. It's going to be an inbound play here as London Pavlica is going to check in. Kelsey Stevens is going to check out. 3:51 left to go here in this first as Dixie State leads at 12-8. Snipes is going to take a 3. That's not good. Rebound there by Jacobs of Regis. That wasn't good. She lost it there. London Pavlica is going to get the rebound there. Martin going to bring it up for Dixie State. Martin getting a little screen there by Franks. Martin going to take a little jumper, and that's good. Inside the free throw line there. That's Mariah Martin's first 2 points of the afternoon. 14-8 is the lead for Dixie State over Regis here with 3:20 left to go here in this one. Sterkel gives it back over to Jacobs. Back over to, so I try to learn the names here. Back over to Bishop, back over to Sterkel. Bishop tries to feed it into Snipes. Snipes trying to body her way against Lisa Van Kamp, and it doesn't work. Lisa Van Kamp is going to get the ball there. Mariah Martin is going to bring it up. Martin gets a little way there by Snipes. Martin tries to feed it in. She gave it over to London Pavlica. Pavlica thought about taking a no. Gives it back over to Mariah Martin. Back over to Ellie Franks. Franks on the right side of a 3. No. Martin going to take a 3. No. Rebound there by Snipes or Regis. She's going to give it off to Sterkel. Sterkel's going to bring it up. Sterkel gets a little screen there by Snipes. Feeds it into Snipes. She's going to go all the way to bucket, and that's good. Cameron Moody is not going to come to the scorer's table. She's going to get ready for the next dead ball. She probably will take Lisa Van Kamp, but even though Van Kamp is having a good afternoon, her versus Snipes is not going to be a good matchup for Dixie State. Martin feeds it over to Pavlica. Pavlica on the left side of 3. Back over to Mariah Martin. Gives it over to Lisa Van Kamp. Van Kamp feeds it into Morgan Myers. That didn't work. Turnover there by Dixie State. Ducklow is going to bring it up. She feeds it over to Snipes. She missed a bucket there, and another foul is going to be called. Subs are going to come in. Kelsey Stevenson and Cameron Moody are going to check in. Lisa Van Kamp is going to check out. Also Morgan Myers. 2:07 left to go here in this one. Dixie State is leading at 14-10. Jacobs has it for Regis. She's going to go all the way to bucket, and it's good there. 14-12 is the lead for Dixie State over Regis. This one's starting to get a little interesting as the lead of 6 has been cut down to 2. Martin is going to bring it in. Martin gets a little screen there by Cameron Mooney. Martin going to take a 3. No good. Rebound there by Regis. Ducklow is going to get to the top of the key. Gets a little screen there by Jacob. Ducklow going to try to drive it. No. Gets back over to Sterkel. Regis. Sterkel feeds it over to Jacob. Jacob feeds it over to Bishop. Bishop going to try to feed it in. No. Gives it back off to Boxlow. And there's a Ducklow. And there's a foul called against Cameron Mooney for a pushing foul. 14-12, 1:28 left to go here in this one. As it's still the early part of the first quarter, it still is the later part of the first quarter, but still early in this ball game. Sterkel tried to feed it in there. That didn't work. And Cameron Mooney and London Pavlica fought for the ball, but it's going to stay with Dixie State as it went off of Snipes there. As Regis getting a little frustrated, though they're only down by 2 points. Here's 1:15 left to go here in this one. Martin gets a little screen there by Cameron Mooney. Gives off to Ali Franks. Franks going to take a 3. No, that's not good. Rebound there by Snipes of Regis. Ducklow going to push it up immediately. 1 minute left to go here in the first. Martin's guarding Ducklow. Jacob gives screen there for Ducklow. Jacob gets the ball now. She's inside the paint. No, gives it off to Bishop. Bishop's all the way to the bucket, and that's good. 14-14. We have a tie ball game here with 50 seconds left to go here in this one. Mariah Martin going to push it up now. Cameron Mooney give her a little screen there. Martin gets another screen by Cameron Mooney. Ali Frank's going to try to drive it. She tried to feed it into Cameron Mooney. That didn't work. Kelsey Stevens is going to take a 3. No, that's not good. Foul's going to be called. Whitney Jacob fouled Kelsey Stevenson. It looks like it's going to be 3 shots as there's a pushing foul there. As Kelsey Stevenson is going to take 3 shots there. 39.6 seconds left to go here in this one here. Let's see if Kelsey Stevenson can knock down 2 or 3 or 3 or 3. Stevenson knocks down the first one there. It gives Dixie State back the lead, 15-14 in this one. As we're looking at the replay here, it was late of the foul, but it was a good foul call there by the refs. So Stevenson's good, 2 for 2 already. Subs are going to come in. Alex Wilson's going to check back in, and Whitney Jacobs going to check out. Coach Stevenson going to go try a 3 for 3 at the free throw line with 39.4 seconds left to go. Stevenson. And it's 3 for 3 at the line this afternoon already. That's Stevenson's 3 points only on the afternoon. She made good of herself at the free throw line this afternoon for Dixie State. Ducklow going to give it over to Bishop. Thought about trying to do a little couple things. No. Shot is up. No good. Almost rebounded there by Snipes. 20 seconds left to go. Mariah Martin pushes it up. Gives it up to London Pavica. Pavica going to take a 3. No. Rolls in and out. Cameron Mooney almost got a rebound there. Ducklow. 10 seconds left to go. Almost 5 seconds left to go. Ducklow going to try to wait for the last shot. 5 seconds left to go. Ducklow trying to drive it away from Kelsey Stevenson. No. Gets it back over to Sturkle. Sturkle going to take a 3, and that's good at the buzzer. 17-17. We have a tie ball game here at the end of the first quarter here in this one. The Lady Rangers and the Lady Trailblazers are tied up at 17 all here at the end of the first period. We're going to take a quick 60-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. When we return, 10 minutes will be put back on the clock, and we'll have the second period here just in a few minutes here on Radio Dixie 91.3.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena here tonight as the Lady Rangers and the Lady Trailblazers are taking off here at the start of the second. 10 minutes have been put back on the clock here between Regis and Dixie State. We're going to get you some of the stats here in just a quick minute here as Ducklow's going to get a little screen there by Jacobs. Ducklow try to feed it over to Sturkle. Sturkle going to try to drive her all the way. No. She kicks it back over to Alex Wilson. Wilson going to try to drive her all the way to the basket. Cameron Mooney's all over her. That's not good. Rebound there by Espinoza of Regis. That putback is good. Regis takes the lead for the first time this afternoon. Regis is 7-17 from the field. They're 2 of 6 behind the three-point line and 3 for 3 at the free throw line this afternoon so far. We're going to look at some more of those as Kelsey Stevens is going to take a wide open 3 at the top of the key, and it works. Kelsey Stevenson, 6 points already on the afternoon for her. 20-19 is the lead for Dixie State here. 9:15 left to go here in the second. As there's an issue with the shot clock here, head coach of Regis is not happy with it, Molly Morin, as there is going to be a discussion on trying to fix the shot clock. It looks like it was fixed, as Lisa Van Kampen and Morgan Myers are waiting on trying to get back onto the court. They're going to try to look at the shot clock. They're looking at the shot clock here to look at how much time should be left on the clock. As we look at the replay, it should be about 19 seconds. I don't think more than that, in my opinion. They weren't running up and down the court that fast enough, and they weren't running down slow enough to try to train it down to about 15 seconds. So I say about 19, 20 seconds we put back on the clock here. Regis is going to get it back here, obviously, out of this little break time out here. As Lisa Van Kampen and Morgan Myers are going to check back to the game. Most likely, who's going to check out will be probably Cameron Mooney and London Pavica. That's going to bring back the original starting five for original starting five for Dixie State here. Excuse me, let me take that back. Allie Franks and Cameron Mooney is going to check out. I was almost right. I got 1 for 2 on that one. Again, 20-19 is the lead here for Dixie State over Regis. 9:12 left to go here in this one, as they're looking at a good amount of time at this one. Not sure why. It should just be about 20 seconds, I expect. The game clock should maybe have a few more seconds put back on it. Maybe 3, 4, 5 seconds. I wouldn't expect more than that, really, as this is a slow-paced little timeout here. Let's look at some more of the stats here. Let me try to find something to talk about. 6 of 16 from the field for Dixie State. They're 1 of 8 behind the free throw line, including that Kelsey Stevenson 3-point shot. That's going to make up 2 of 9 behind the line, but they're 4 or 5 behind the free throw line. That's what's keeping them in this game. They also have 8 rebounds in this one. 3 assists, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, and 2 steals for Dixie State already in this one. It is starting to be a good game for Dixie State. All they got to do is just keep this lead and keep driving it and keep working it, as the officials show. Looking over at the clock over here. Looking over at Regis' numbers, they're 7 of 17 from the field after they took that shot. They're 2 of 6 behind the three-point line and 3 of 3 behind the free throw line. That is something that's helping them out a lot in this one as well. In this one, and then 13 total rebounds. You got 5 assists, 4 turnovers, and 1 steal. And as they have confirmed, 21 seconds have been put back on the shot clock. Let's get back to basketball here in this one. Let's stop talking. Let's get action back here on the radio here. 9:12 left to go here. 21 seconds left to go on the shot clock here. They're not going to change any time here at all. Regis is going to inbound it. Jacobs is going to be the inbounder. She gets up to Ducklow. Ducklow is going to be at the top of the key here, being guarded by Mariah Martin. Now Jacobs is going to try to drive it. She tries to feed in Espinosa. She thought about no. She's going to take her shot. Jacobs is going to get her own rebound there. Jacob gives it back over to Ducklow, back over to Sturkle. Sturkle thought about taking a shot there. No. Then the power goes all over her. Jacob's going to give her a little screen there. Sturkle's going to get guarded by Mariah Martin now. Back over to Ducklow at the top of the key. Back over to Jacob. Back over to Alex Wilson. Wilson going to try to drive it herself. London Pav goes all over her. Wilson does a little couple dance moves there. No, that's not good. Rebound there by Espinosa there. Sturkle try to save it. And a backcourt violation is called there. Sturkle went racing back behind the court line there to save the ball. It did not work. Morgan Myers is going to inbound it here for Dixie State. Mariah Martin is going to be an inbounder. Martin going to give it over to Lisa Van Kampen. Van Kampen over to Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson going to take another 3, and that's good. Kelsey Stevenson good. 2 for 2 behind the line. That's 9 points on the afternoon for Kelsey Stevenson here. 23-19 is the lead for Dixie State over Regis. Ducklow going to try it immediately with a lot of force there. No, she's going to go over back up to Jacobs. Sturkle thought about getting a little screen there by Jacobs. That didn't work. Sturkle feeds it back over to Jacobs. She's in the paint there. She backs down Morgan Myers. It does not work. As Whitney Jacobs going to call for a double-double there. She went from her right side. She went over back to her left hand, then back over to her right hand. She could not do that on the same dribble. As Whitney Jacobs going to check out, Jemiah Snipes is going to check back in. Snipes had a little tough breathing there, but she looks like she's all right. Pavlica gets a little screen there by Lisa Van Kamp. Back over to Morgan Myers. Myers going to take a 3. No good there. Rebound there by Espinosa of Regis. Ducklow is going to bring it up now for Regis. She's going to get a little screen there by Snipes. Ducklow all the way over to, going to get it over to Snipes. Snipes going to take a 3. No good there. Rebound there by Kelsey Stevenson of Dixie State. Lyndon Pavlica is going to bring it up now for Dixie State themselves. Pavlica gets a little screen there by Lisa Van Kampen. No. Pavlica going to try to drive it to her left. She's going to go all the way to bucket. No good there. Coach J.D. Gushin asking for a foul there. It did look like there was something, but nothing's going to be called. Sturkle going to take a 3. She just steps up, and it's good. 23-22. The lead is cut Ben down from 4-1. 7 minutes left to go here in this one. Pavlica gives over to Lisa Van Kampen. Back over to Kelsey. No. Try to feed it over to Kelsey Stevenson. That didn't work. Alex Wilson stole it out of the middle of the air. She gave it back over to Ducklow. Wilson now has it. Wilson going to try to drive. Snipes gave her a little screen there. Wilson all the way to bucket, and that's good. Coach J.D. Gus is not happy with his team. He's going to call a timeout there, and he has the right to do it. 24-23 is the lead here for Regis over Dixie State. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena for another great night of Trailblazer basketball here on Radio Robinson going to get a little screen there by Snipes. Gives it back over to Espinosa. Back over to Wilson. Wilson feeds it over back over to Walters. Walters going to try to drive it herself. No, she gives it up to Robinson. Robinson lost it there for a second. Kelsey Stevenson going to come it up now. Stevenson going to try to drive it over the bucket. She's good on that one. 11 points for Kelsey Stevenson. That's 11 points for her on the afternoon. 2 threes, three free throws for her, and a simple bucket there is giving her 11 points in the afternoon. 27-24. 5:47 left to go here in this one. Wilson back over to Snipes. Snipes at the top of the key. Try to feed it into the Walters. That didn't work. Kelsey Stevenson stole another ball. That's her second steal of the afternoon as well. London Pavlica is going to bring it up now. Pavlica going to feed it over to Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson going to give it out to Morgan Myers. Myers Gonna feed it over to Maddie Loftus. Loftus feeds it into London Pavica. Pavica thinking about driving. She does. No good there. Rebound there by Espinosa Regis. Robinson's gonna bring it up now for Regis. 5:18 left to go. Regis feeds it over to Wilson. Wilson thought about taking the three. No, she's gonna drive away to the basket, and it's good on that one. 5:08 left to go here in this one here. 27-26. This game is back and forth. No one's really taking a true commanding game lead in this game as Maddie Loftus thought about taking the three there. Got a screen there by Molly Richardson. That didn't work. Loftus in an area she's not preservably comfortable with. Stevenson gets it back over to London Pavica. Pavica on the top of the key. She's going to try to drive away the bucket. Kicks back over to Maddie Loftus. Loftus is going to take a three. No good there. Rebound there by Snipes of Regis. Gives over to Robinson. Robinson's going to bring it up now. 4:30 left to go here in this one. Robinson going to give it over to Snipes. Back over to Robinson. Robinson going to try to drive it. She kicks it back over to Alex Wilson. Wilson going to try to drive it over to the basket. No good on that one. But Molly Richardson's going to get a call for the foul there. Alex Wilson will most likely go to the line here. Molly Richardson's going to get called for her first foul in the afternoon. Alex Wilson going to go back to the line. She's 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Wilson going to shoot it up, and she's good there. Allie Franks, Mariah Martin, Lisa Van Campen all checking to the game now. Molly Richardson, London Pavica, and Morgan Myers going to check out with 4:27 left to go here. Dixie State and Regis are all tied up at 27. Wilson knocks down the second one there. She's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Regis is going to take the lead for the third time this afternoon. Mariah Martin's going to bring it now. She gives it out to Molly Richardson. Back over to Lisa Van Campen. Van Campen back over to Maddie Loftus. Back over to Allie Franks. Franks to the middle of the key. She tried to drive it. No. Gives out to Lisa Van Campen. A little backdoor cut there. And that was awesome. Allie Franks with a little behind the back pass over to Lisa Van Campen. And man, was that a pass right there. That's good for the bucket there to make it 29-28 with just 4 minutes left to go here. Robinson over to Espinosa. Back over to Wilson. Wilson. Back over to Walters. Walters. Back over to Robinson. Robinson. She's going to drive it herself. Robinson getting deep and dirty, and she's going to be good on that little bucket there. 30-29 is the lead here for Regis. Martin going to bring it down. Martin going to get it all the way to the bucket. A clean layup there, and that's good. Mariah Martin couldn't get an easier lane there. She did a little jive move on Robinson, and Mariah Martin was gone to the bucket. Robinson gets a little screen there by Snipes. Gives over to Espinosa. Back over to Wilson. Wilson on the right side of the three. Gives it over to Walters. Walters going to take a three. No good there. Rebound there by Espinosa Regis. Gives it back over to Robinson. Robinson back at the top of the key. Maddie Loftus guarding her. Wellesley Snipes try to give her a little screen there. Robinson good all the way to the bucket there. 32-31. 2:50 left to go here in this one. Martin gives it back over to Allie Franks. Franks gives it back over to Lisa Van Campen. Van Campen at the top of the key. No. Gives it back over to Maddie Loftus. Back over to Lisa Van Campen. Back over to Mariah Martin. 2:45 left to go. Martin going to try to drive it herself. She almost loses it there. Robinson guarding her really well. Martin going to take a little jumper, and that's good. Mariah Martin, her 6 points on the afternoon, gives Dixie State back the lead here. 33-32. 2:20 left to go here in this one. Robinson. She's going to bring it down now. Snipes and Espinosa are giving her a screen. She's choosing one of them. Espinosa gives it back over to Walters. Walters feeds it over to Wilson. Wilson try to drive it to her right. No, that's not good. Morgan, Allie Franks all over here. 8 seconds left to go. Espinosa took a shot there. Snipes got the rebound. No good on the putback. Espinosa got a rebound again. And Espinosa's going to go to the line, I believe. As subs are going to come in for both teams. Morgan Myers, London Pablo Cameron are going to check in. Lisa Van Campen, Kelsey Stevenson, and Maddie Loftus are going to check out. Bishop, Sturkle, and it looks like Ducklow all checked in here for Regis, also including Jacobs. All checked in for Regis. Sturkle gets it back over to Walters, back over to Wilson, to Jacobs, back over to Bishop. Bishop going to try to drive it. Karen Mooney blocks it out of the way. Mariah Martin going to come down the court now. 1:40 left to go. Martin gets back over to London Pavica. Pavica going to try to drive it. She does a little spin move. No good on that shot there. No good. as Regis is going to come up with an opportunity there. Sturkle's going to bring it down. 1:30 left to go here in this one. Sturkle calling the signals. Gets a little screen there by Jacob. Sturkle going to take a three. No good there. Rebound there by Cameron Mooney. Gives it over to Mariah Martine. Martine going to bring it down now. Martine gives it out to Morgan Myers. Back over to Martine. Over to Cameron Mooney. Mooney almost lost the ball there. She puts it back up. And it's good there. Cameron Mooney puts her first 2 points up on the board. She has 2 points and 1 block in this one. She is doing a fantastic job. Sturkle gives it over to Jacob. Jacob trying to give it off to Bishop. She does. Bishop trying to buy her way against Allie Franks. No, gives over to Espinosa. Espinosa not good on the shot there. Walters is good with the rebound. Walters puts it back up, but it's good. 45 seconds left to go here in this half here. Excuse me, in this quarter. Martine gets a little screen there by Cameron Mooney. No, she doesn't take it. Now she takes the screen by Cameron Mooney. Martine going to try to drive it all the way. Gives it back over to Morgan Myers. Back over to Allie Franks. Franks going to take a three, and that's good. 38-34. Allie Franks has her 7th point of the afternoon. Her first three of the afternoon. 20 seconds left to go on this one. 15 seconds. Sturkle gives over to Jacob. Jacob gives over to Walters, and there's going to be a foul called. 11.7 seconds left to go. Morgan Myers is going to call for her 2nd foul of the afternoon. 2 fouls, no points for her on the afternoon so far. She's having a struggle tonight. 11.7 seconds left to go. Walters is going to be the inbounder. She gives it over to Espinosa. The clock starts now. It's down to 8 seconds. Jacobs trying to do a little shim move. She does get in, but Allie Franks is going to block her shot that is going to stay with. It's going to stay with Regis. 5.7 seconds left to go. Reminder, right after this, we're going to take a quick 3-minute timeout here on Radio Dixie. When we return, we're going to do a halftime show here on Dixie State. Sturkle's going to take a shot at the buzzer. No, that's not good. Espinosa's going to get up. She tried to get a shot back up. Cameron Mooney got it blocked out of the way, and the putback is no good. Excuse me, the putback is good as there was a shot taken before the buzzer. That was good. McKenna Bishop, she's going to be 2 for 2 in the field. She's going to have 4 points. It's going to be 38-36. Refs might talk about it a little bit. Looked like it was close. They are going to look at that shot before the buzzer went off.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. We're here live in the Burns Arena for another great night of Trailblazer basketball here on Radio Dixie 91.3. They're playing some fun games here at the halftime show here already. They got 12 minutes and 28 seconds left to go on the halftime shot clock here. Let's look at some of the stats here just real quick here. We're going to dive more into it, but let's just look at some of the similar stats. 15 of 31 from the field for Dixie State. They're 4 of 13 behind the three-point line and 4 of 5 behind the free throw line. That's good for a total of 38 points. And I should have looked at that. They have 12 rebounds in this one. They have 8 assists, 2 turnovers, 5 blocks, and 4 steals. Their defense is coming up big time today. It has probably looked as best as it has all season long. Fort Regis, they're 14 of 37 from the field. They're 3-11 behind the three-point line, but 5 of 5 behind the free throw line in this one. They also have 5 assists, 8 turnovers, and 2 steals in this one. But the big number that stands out, they have 28 rebounds. They have 14 offensive and 14 defensive, straight down the middle of the line. As they are just playing a lot more games here. Dixie State so far is playing the game that I thought they should have played. Coming into this one, I thought they should have played a little bit more physical. I thought they should have been playing a little bit more tough and a little bit more aggressive on the basket. They're not taking all 3 shots every single hour, every single minute. They're actually taking some mid-range jumpers. They're trying to feed it into the paint. It is working out for them so far in this one. They're trying to make sure that the game is getting played their way, and it's working out so far for Dixie State. And I like it. I like it a lot. I hope they can keep doing it this afternoon. And it's going to be big for Dixie State to keep doing it like that. Otherwise, they are just not going to be a good basketball team for the rest of this afternoon. They have to keep playing the way they are playing, but that is all up to the team. Looking at Regis a little bit, just looking at some of their numbers, they're playing a little bit more like I thought they were playing. Not entirely all the way to the basket, being tough, aggressive. They're playing the mind game. Stay within Regis, stay within that box stay within Regis, stay within the numbers that they can stay within, play their game all the way up until they're told, hey, you can't play that way no more. 38-32. This lead has gone back and forth enough times to know that they are trading as much as they can in this one. And it is working out so far for Dixie State in this one. Regis has led this game as much as 2, but Dixie State has had to let it all by 8 this afternoon. The lead has changed 10 times, and the score as high was 4 times. They just traded it back and forth. It was mainly a back and forth game in the second quarter, not much in the first quarter. First quarter, Dixie State dominated the first quarter. They were staying on top of Regis as much as they can, and they did it perfectly. In the second half, it was back and forth. One time, Dixie State would lead. Another time, Regis would lead. Then another time, Dixie State. Then another time, Regis would lead. There was a kind of a transition between both teams, and it worked out really well for Dixie State. They were able to play that style. They were very comfortable playing their defense. They didn't give anything up that concerned me. They were able to play their game all the way to the end. They were able to stay with it through that much of the game, and I thought if they keep doing that, they're going to surprise a lot. And so far, they have surprised me. That is the number one thing they have done. They have surprised me a lot in this one. Let's look at some of the individual numbers here as we have about 8 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here on this halftime clock. Kelsey Stevenson leading this game. She has points on the afternoon. Behind her is Lisa Van Kampen with 10 points. Behind there is Allie Franks with 7. Mally Richardson and Karen Moody, the 2 giants on this team. They have 2 points split between other. And Mariah Martin, she has 6 points on the afternoon. Not a whole lot of other action. London Palco, she's 0 for 4 in the afternoon, 0 for 1 behind the line. She has no points in the afternoon. Morgan Meyer, she's 0 for 2 from the field and 0 for 1 behind the line. She doesn't have any points as well. They're not getting their shots. It's just not going down for them in this one. Also, Maddie Loftus, she's 0 for 1 from the field and 0 for 1 behind the three-point line. She has no points as well. Dixie State not showing a lot of offensive numbers. It's more of a defensive standpoint. It's more of, hey, we're going to just play more defense. We're going to show that we can play physical and stay with it. That was more of what the game style is for Dixie State to come into this one. Maybe with Colorado Christian tomorrow, they're going to let the offense loose. And, man, maybe we can see a show tomorrow that surprises all of us here on Radio Dixie 91.3. And hopefully it does. As the last 3 home games for Dixie State this season. This game tomorrow on the 23rd and the March of 1st will be the home games here for the season to end. And this season, 38-36, it is 38-36 is still the lead for Dixie State. There's 7:15 minutes left to go here on this clock. We're going to take another 3-minute timeout here on Radio Dixie. When we come back, we're going to dive more into this second half, talk about some players to watch, second half adjustments, and then we're going to get the second half started here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena. We have 6 minutes on still left on the halftime clock here. 38-36 is the lead for Dixie State as we're at halftime here in this one as the Lady Trailblazers lead the Lady Rangers 38-36 as I repeat myself. You're going to want to tune in later tonight. Keck Segmiller and his crew are going to be on the call for the men's game this afternoon. 30 is the call for that one. We're going to have that game also here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Look at some of the numbers here. Dixie State has 30 points on the afternoon. They're shooting 48% from the field this afternoon. Good for 15 of 31. They're shooting 4 of 13 behind the three-point line. Only good for 30%, but they're shooting 4 of 5 behind the free throw line. That is good for 80% in that one. They're having some good numbers in this one. They're showing that they can play toughness. They're showing that they can play. They're showing that they can play defense and offense at the same time and stay with it. And with that, you always want to see that coming out of a break here in this one. For Regis, they are coming out a little sluggish. They're not shooting as well as they wish. They shoot a little bit better from time to time, but they know that they can probably shoot better than this. But that is just how the night goes. 3-11 from the field. they're 3-11 behind the three-point line as well. They're going to try to get their shooting up as much as they can here in this half. Also, 5 of 5 behind the free throw line. That is good for a complete 100%, which is something all students try to get 100%. But yet that never works out somehow. AKA teachers always try to give us lower grades than that. Anyway, back over to some of the numbers. Regis has 28 rebounds in this game. That is what's really kept them alive in this game as well. Having a strong number on the glass here, offensively and defensively. It is split down the middle, 14 rebounds for offensively and 14 rebounds defensively. They're putting together a good stat there. For Dixie State, not a lot of rebound numbers, but they're staying with it with the shooting. They only had 12 rebounds on the afternoon. That's just good for half of it between both teams here in this one. 3 offensive, 9 defensive. But I said it before. It is coming down to their defense. Their defense is playing stellar today. They have 5 blocks and 4 steals in this one, the highest number of steals and blocks so far this season for Dixie State, other than the Northwest Nazarene game. Northwest, I believe it was some team at the beginning of the season, their first game. I apologize, I don't know the name of that one. But their first game, they had a bunch of numbers in that game defensively and offensively. They're playing really well on that one. In that case. Also, this lead has changed 10 times. The score tied twice. Look at some of the other numbers. Regis has 15 points coming off the bench. Dixie State has 4 fast break points. There's only been 1 fast break, and it was good by Dixie State. Second chance points, 10 second chance points by Regis, and 4 for Dixie State off of turnovers. Points. What that really means is when you get a turnover, you turn around and you go over to the bucket and you shoot a bucket off that turnover. Dixie State has 11 on that category, while Regis only has 4. Though Regis has 28 rebounds, they haven't created a lot of turnovers in this game. They only have 8. They've only created 8. They've only created 2 turnovers in the favor of Dixie State. For Regis, they have 8 turnovers over themselves. So Dixie State obviously has taken advantage of that, has gotten 10 points off of those 8 turnovers and 1 to make it a better case in this one. In that case, also in the paint, Regis has 18 points in the paint and 14 rebounds for Dixie State in the paint as well for them. We're going to take we're going to keep it here. Let's keep talking here. We only have 2 minutes left to go here on the halftime clock in this one. Dixie State. Let's talk some more. Let's talk second half adjustments. I'll try to gather myself up here as they're playing some loud music here in the Barons Arena. Wow, it's loud. I know it's loud because I'm starting to get old. Anyway, back to this. Second half adjustment, I think, for Dixie State is to keep playing the way they are. Defensively, they're playing out of their minds defensively. 5 blocks and 4 steals is a good number for them. But I think what they could do to get better at that is to turn that offense into turn that defense into more offensive points. Even though they have 11 points off of turnovers, if they want to get more than that, that would be great. That would be a way for them to get to be more of a team that could play harder and will stay on top of Regis here. Not to let Regis come back in this game. There's only a 2-point lead in this one, as we have 1 minute left to go here on this halftime clock. Hey, Regis wants to stay alive in this game. They're gonna have to get their offense together. Shooting 37% from the field, 27% behind the three-point line. Yes, they're 100% behind the free throw line. That's always a good thing. But if you want to get really back into this game, they're gonna have to do better in their shooting wise. That is what is going to be the key for Dixie State in this one, and I believe that will be the difference in this one. If Regis cannot get their shooting up, Dixie State will walk away with this win. Dixie State will improve to 14-10 on the year. I call it right now. Let's hope I am on that. As everybody knows, the announcer jinxes. Always jinxes the team. Everybody's like, why did you jinx them? And I'm like, well, I just called it out. That's all I did. You know, don't get mad at me. As we have a few minutes left to go here on this clock here in this one. Second half going to get underway. 10 minutes been put back on the clock here in this one. Dixie State, Regis. Let's get this second half underway. 38-36 is the lead for Dixie State. Dixie State has thrown out their original starting lineup minus London Pavga, who's coming back on the field here. Dixie with Regis, they have thrown out their starting lineup. Robinson, Jacobs, Espinoza, Wilson, and Walters is the starting 5 for Regis. Mariah Martin gets over to Lisa Van Kampen. Dixie State's going to go to the right side of the court while Regis is going to the left side of the court. That is how they're going to be moving up and down on the court here. Pavica gives it back over to Mariah Martin. 9:45 left to go here in this one. Tried to feed it over to Lisa Van Kampen. That didn't work. Rebound there by Jacobs. Jacobs going to bring it down for Regis. She almost lost it there for a second there. Jacobs going to give it over to Robinson. Robinson going to guard. Going to lead the troops. Robinson waiting. Feeds it over to Walters. Walters open for an open three, and that's good. Regis is going to take a 39-38 lead here with 9:15 left to go here in the first. Early points here for Regis in this one. Van Kampen. Give it over to Morgan Myers. Back over to Van Kampen. Back over to Mariah Martin. Martin going to try to drive it herself. No. Martin going to go to her right. Gives it back over to London Pavica. Pavica going to take a little step back jumper, and that's good. Dixie State going to take back the lead 40-39 with 8:50 left to go here in this one. Robinson going to bring it down. She's getting the signal calls from her head coach. Robinson back over to Espinoza. Over to Walters. Walters on the top of the key. Feeds it over to Jacob. Jacobs is good on that one there. Whitney Jacobs, that's her 4th point of the afternoon in this one. 41-40 is the lead here. Martin going to bring it down. Give it over to London Pavica. Feeds it over to Lisa Van Kampen. Back over to Mariah Martin. Martin gets a little screen there by Lisa Van Kampen. She takes it. Martin feeds it over to Van Kampen. She lost it there for a second. That's going to stay with Dixie State there. As Cameron Moon's now going to check back in. She's going to take Morgan Myers out of the game. 8:12 left to go here. 41-40 is the lead here for Regis. Martin going to be inbound. Gives over to Lisa Van Kampen. Van Kampen going to try to drive it. Ball is saved there. London Pavica. As London Pavica is going to just jack it up there. No good on that one. As there's a shot clock violation. Lisa Campbell thought maybe somebody was going to be outside of the three-point line. That didn't work, and then London Pavica and Ali Franks went diving for the ball there, and then London Pavica was just jacked it up there trying to beat the shot clock, and didn't work. 8 minutes left to go here. Regis has a 1-point lead. Wilson, get a little screen there by Espinoza. That doesn't work. Wilson could have drive it all the way to the bucket, though, and she's going to miss it there. Lisa Van Kampen is going to get the rebound, give it over to Ron Martin. Martin going to push it up now. Martin all the way to the bucket. No, she lost it there for a second. Wilson. Walters has the ball now. Walters going to try to drive it. Walters gives it back over to Jacobs. Jacobs all the way to the bucket. No good on that one. Rebound there by Cameron Mooney. Gives it out to London Pavica. Pavica going to push it up the court now. Pavica gets a little screen there by Cameron Mooney. Pavica going to try to drive it. Gives it over to Mariah Martin. Martin gives it back over to Lisa Van Kampen. 7:13 left to go. 41-40. Lisa Van Kampen does a little spin move there. Good in the mid-range. And it's good there. 42-41. 7 minutes left to go here on this one. Robinson gets a little screen there by Jacob. And Robinson's going to pull up for a three. That's no good. Ali Frank's going to come up with the rebound. Frank's being guarded by Robinson. No foul call there. Robinson was looking for a push foul. Martin going to just jack up a three here. No good. Rebound there by London Pavica. Pavica going to try to drive it. No, she does a little step back jumper. That's no good. No foul was called as Walters ran into London Pavica. No foul was called there. Jacobs going to drive it all the way. Karen Moody's on guarding on her. No. But it went down. Regis 43-42. 6:20 left to go here in this one. Martin going to try to drive it. No. Gives it back over to Lisa Van Kampen. Back over to Ali Franks. Franks going to try to body her way in. She almost does, and a foul is going to be called. Ali Franks tripped up a little bit there. And Walters is going to get called for her second foul. She has 5 points on the afternoon. Robinson's going to check out for Regis. Snipes are going to come back in for Regis, and she's going to take Espinoza out. Snipes, Jacobs, Sturkle, Wilson, and Walters are all on the floor for Regis. Ali Franks, London Pavica, Mariah Martin, Cameron Mooney, and Lisa Van Kampen all on the floor for Dixie State. Lisa Van Kampen good with her 14th point of the afternoon. That's her 9th bucket. 44-43, 5:50 left to go here in this one. Dixie State has the lead back. Sturkle lost it there for a second. Gave it back off to Mariah Martin. As Sturkle's going to take it right back, Mariah Martin lost it there. Jacobs going to bring it back down. 5:45 left to go. Sturkle. Going to get a screen there by Jacobs. Sturkle tried all the way to the basket. Gives off the Snipes. Snipes good there. Snipes is good. She has her 4th point of the afternoon there. It's going to be interesting to watch Snipes versus Cameron Mooney here for a couple minutes here in this one. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that matchup. Mariah Martin gets a little screen there by Cameron Mooney. Feeds it over back over to Lisa Van Camp. Tries to get into Cameron Mooney, and a foul is going to be called there. Sturkle is going to call for a holding foul here, as number 20, McKenna Bishop's going to check in. She's going to give Alex Wilson a breather. Mariah Martin's going to check out, and Kelsey Stevenson's not going to check in. Pavica going to be the inbounder. Feeds it over to Cameron Mooney. Mooney back over to London Pavica. Pavica does a little jumper. No good there. Pavica steals it back. Snipes thought she had a rebound there. Pavica gets a little screen there by Van Kampen. Pavica try to give it over to Stevenson. Stevenson missed the 3 there. Rebound there by Bishop. Bishop's going to push it up now here. Bishop has numbers. She's going to get off to Jacob. Back over to Sturkle. Sturkle going to take an open 3. That's good there. Sturkle good with her 2nd 3 on the afternoon. 48-44 is the lead for Regis. Morgan Myers not going to be at the scores table. Mooney going to get back over to Van Camp. Van Camp going to take a 3, and that's good. The lead has not been cut down to 1. Regis leads Dixie State 48-47 here with 4:20 left to go here in this one. Sturkle going to get a screen there by Jacobs. Gives it back over to Walters. Walters tries to feed it into Snipes. That doesn't work. And Karen Moore's going to block that shot out of the way. Regis is going to keep the ball here. Espinosa going to check in for Regis. Morgan Myers and Mariah Martin going to check in as well. 4:13 is the time here. Regis leads at 48-47. We're going to take a media timeout here. 60-second media timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3. 4:13 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Regis University Lady Rangers are leading the Lady Trailblazers of Dixie State University here in the women's matchup. Regis 48, Dixie State 47 as Walters has the ball right now. Give it back off the Sturkles here in this one. We're going to be looking at some of the stats here real quick here. Jacob misses a jumper there. Lisa Van Kamp came with the rebound, and Mariah Martin has the ball now. Kelsey Stevenson gives it back out to Mariah Martin. Back over to Morgan Myers. Myers always lost it there for a second. Myers going to try to come up with something. No. Kelsey Stevenson back over to Lisa Van Kampen. Back over to Mariah Martin. Going to get the starting 5 for you just in a second here. Martin gives it back over to Mallory Richardson. Martin. 1, and Martin gets it off in time, but no good there. As there was a foul called late. Espinosa is going to get called for a foul here. Mariah Martin's going to shoot 2 shots, even though the shot clock was over. As Mariah Martin takes her shot. 19 of 39 from the field there. Including that was 19 of 40 from the field for Dixie State. They're 5 of 16 here from the 3-point line as Mariah Martin misses her first one there. That make it 4 of 6 there. I was just about to say 4 of 5 from the free throw line. They have 17 rebounds on the afternoon, 5 offensive and 12 defensive. 6 blocks and 5 steals as Mariah Martin's going to get 3 shots. She made the first of 2. That's the second time Dixie State this afternoon has had 3 free throw shots, and one time Kelsey Stevenson had 3 free throw shots earlier, and she made all 3. As Mariah Martin's going to knock down 2 of 3, and that's going to give Dixie State the lead here, 49-48 here with 3:30 left to go here. Walters trying to drive it all the way to the bucket. She got double teamed there, and the ball is going to go back to Dixie State. Kelsey Stevenson and Morgan Myers put a good double team there on Walters. Walters panicked. She tried to drive it all the way to the bucket. She lost it there, and the ball's going to go back to Dixie State with their lead, 49-48. 3:20 left to go here in this one. Mariah Martin's going to bring it down here for Dixie State. Gives back over to Stevenson. Mariah Martin lost it there for a second. Sturkle comes up with a steal. Sturkle all the way to the bucket, and it's good. 50-49. The lead changes yet again in this one. Martin is going to bring it down for Dixie State. Martin going to try to drive away the bucket. She gets all the way there, and a foul is going to be called as Martin will probably go back to the line here. She's going to try to redeem herself. She went 2 of 3 from the line earlier, just 2 minutes ago. Sturkle is going to call for her second foul of the afternoon. Martinez going to knock down one here. As I said again, 6 blocks, 5 steals. Dixie State's defense is coming up big here in this one, and it's making all the difference here early in this one as the game is tied up at 50. Martinez going to knock down another one. 51-50, 2:56 left to go as the cheerleaders do a backspin for every free throw here in this one, and they have done a lot of backflips here. They're proud of it. Circle brings it down for Regis. Circle trying to feed it into Jacobs. No, gives it back over to Walters. Walters trying to feed it in Espinoza. Espinoza trying to put a little jumper together, and it's good, and one is coming up. 52-51 is the lead. Espinoza good with her 7th point of the afternoon. As Mallory Rich is going to call for her 2nd foul of the afternoon there. Espinoza has a chance to put 2 up on the board. She's going to mess with that one. 52-51, 2:37 left to go. Kelsey Stevens is going to be pushing it up real quick. Back over to Mariah Martin. Back over to Mallory. Back over to Lisa Van Campen. Excuse me. Karen Moody's not going to go to the score table and wait on the next dead ball. Martin gives it back over to Van Campen. Van Campen trying to feed it in. Gives it back over to Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson trying to shoot it. No. Goes all the way to the bucket. No good there. Rebound there by Regis. Espinoza gives it back over to Jacob. Jacob's going to push it up. 2:10 left to go here in this one. Circle is going to get the commands. 2 minutes left to go. 52-51 here. Espinoza going to give it back off to Walters. Walters getting guarded by Stevenson. Stevenson almost took it away. Walters going to take it open 3. And a foul is going to be called. Who? And it's going to be on Regis. And the ball is going to go back to Dixie State. Pushing foul is going to be called against Whitney Jacob as Ali Franks and Karen Mooney are going to go to the score table and wait on trying to get back into this game. And Maddie Loftus is going to join them as well. Mariah Martinez is going to go to the line again. Dixie State already in a bonus here just for this quarter. That's 5 fouls already on Regis in this quarter alone as there's 1:52 left to go here. Martin is good on that one there. 3 subs are going to come in for both teams. For Regis, number 25, Maddie Hill, the freshman 5-foot guard out of Mill Creek, Washington, is going to check into the game. Number 24, Morgan Ducklow is going to check into the game now. And couldn't tell the other number. And it looks like Alex Wilson checked back into the game there. As Karen Mooney came over with the rebound. That didn't go well. Mariah Martin was 1 for 2 at the line. Hill going to drive all the way, and Hill's going to go down hard. Mariah Martin is going to get the call for the foul, and Hill's going to go to the line. As that was a bit scary there for a second there. Morgan Myers, Maddie Loftus, and Karen Mooney checked to the game. They took out Kelsey Stevenson, Mallory Richardson, and Lisa Van Campen. As Maddie Hill is going to be good for her first points of the afternoon here. Hill, only 5'4". She's the shortest person on the floor, shortest person on her team. She is going to be a big-time player. I tell you what, the shorter the player, the harder the player is, and they're going to play with everything they got. Martin. Going to get a little screen there by Cameron Mooney. Martin trying to push it up. No, gives it back over to Maddie Loftus. Trying to feed into Cameron Mooney. Mooney does a little backstep, and it's good. Cameron Mooney with a little backstep layup there, and that's good. Gives Dixie State the lead there. 1:20 left to go here. It's 54-53 here for Dixie State over Regis. Ducklow trying to feed it in Espinoza, and a foul is going to be called against Cameron Mooney, and that's going to be Cameron Mooney's 2nd foul of the afternoon. That's Coach J.D. Gus is going to have to think of something here. It's 1:11 left to go here. No foul shots here. Dixie State only has 3 fouls here in this one. Espinoza is going to give it back over to Circle. Circle going to take a 3. No good there. As Morgan Myers going to call for a foul there. As that's going to get closer to that bonus. Dixie State only needs to commit 1 more. And Regis bonus for at least another minute here. As Kelsey Stevens is going to check in, Morgan Myers is going to check out. Kelsey Stevenson, Maddie Loftus, Ali Franks, Mariah Martin, and Karen Mooney are on the floor for Dixie State here. Sturkle feeds over to Robinson. Robinson back into the game for Regis. 58 seconds left to go here. Robinson going to try to drive it to her right. No good there. Feeds it back to Ducklow. Back over to Wilson. Wilson going to go to her right. She's going to feed it back over to Ducklow. Ducklow going to feed it back over to Robinson. 45 seconds left to go. There's 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Robinson going to try to think of a play here. Robinson going to try to back down. She lost her step there. Give it off to Espinoza. Her shot is blocked out of the way. Karen Moody got called for the foul there. Everybody thought it was a clean block. As Cameron Moody is going to get called for the foul, and everybody's calling for a traveling call, and I'm agreeing with that. As Coach J.D. Gustin is being told, hey, calm down there. As Jacob is going to check back at some game of reasons. The crowd is starting to get into this one for sure. Ducklow is going to come out of the game. Mallory Richards is going to come back in. Cameron Moody's going to check out. Looking at the replay, there should have been a traveling call before that block was called, and it would turn into a foul shot, but that's how the refs are going to play it. 54 here, 35 seconds left to go here. We have yet another tied ball game. This is coming onto the wire, ladies and gentlemen. This fourth quarter is going to be interesting. Martine, get a little screen there by Kelsey Stevenson. Try to feed it over to Maya Richards. That didn't work. Wilson trying to get it over to Robinson. Robinson going to get ahead of it? No. And the ball is going to go back to Dixie State. 17.7 seconds left to go here. Both teams are in the bonus here for just the last few seconds of this afternoon. Jacobs tried to feed it over to Robinson, and Robinson batted out, tried to get ahead of her, but it did not work, and the ball went out of bounds. Ryan Martine has the last shot here. 10 seconds left to go here in this one. 5 seconds. Ryan Martine is going to try to take a shot here. Martine driving all the way to the bucket. Keeps it back over to Allie Franks. 1 second left to go. Franks puts it up. No good. And no one's going to get a shot off as Ryan Martine put a shot up as the buzzer went off. It did go in, but it will not count. 54-54 is how we're going to go at the end of this third quarter here. A sputtering third quarter towards the end in this one, but we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout here on Radio Dixie. When we return, 10 minutes left to go here in this one here between Regis University, Lady Rangers, and the Lady Trailblazers of Dixie State here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena here for an awesome game between Regis University Lady Rangers, their women's basketball team, versus the Lady Trailblazers of Dixie State and our women's basketball team. 54-54 is a tied ball game here. 9-10 minutes been put back on the clock. Let's get back to action here as Ducklow's going to get it out of the inbound for Regis. Feeds it over to Sturkle. Sturkle all over, getting guarded by London Pavica. Now gives it over to Jacobs. Jacobs being guarded by Kelsey Stevenson. Back over to Sturkle. London Pavica on her. Sturkle got 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Sturkle trying to drive it all the way to the bucket. Sturkle puts a little good jumper up there. No good. And a foul going to be called against Regis here. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in this one. Ryan Martine bringing it down now. 9 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Martine trying to make some action here for Dixie State. Van Campen gives back over to Franks. Try to feed a backdoor into Ryan Martine. It works. Stevenson gets a little jumper at the end of it. No good. Rebound there by Jacobs of Regis. Sturkle going to get a three-point shot. No good there. Rebounded by Espinoza Regis. Gets back into action. Timeout is going to be called here by Regis here. As it's going to be the media timeout. Media timeout is going to be a little bit earlier here. It's usually around 5 minutes left to go, but they're going to call it that. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout yet again here on Radio Dixie. When we come back, we're going to be talking a little bit more of the stats here and what's coming up later tonight. Who's going to be playing here in this one, as well as the men's, as all that's coming up here just in a few seconds. 30-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 live in the Burns Arena yet again for another great night of Trailblazer basketball here on Radio Dixie 91.3. The women's basketball team's in action first as the Lady Trailblazers are taking on the Lady Rangers. The Lady Rangers of Regis, and this one is a tied ball game here in the fourth. 54-54 divides both teams here in this one as we're going to get this fourth quarter underway. 9 minutes left to go. Jacobs going to inbound it over to Ducklow trying to give the command. She's on the top of the key. Gets it back over to Sturkle. She's on the left side of the three. Back over to Wilson. She's on the top of the key. Back over to Sturkle. Tries to feed it over to Jacob. Jacob's going to take a three, and that's good. 57-54 is the lead here. 3-point lead. Martine gives it off to Franks feeds it over to Coach Lisa Van Kampen. Van Kampen good on the back step, and it did not go. 57-54. Sturkle going to take a three. No good there. Rebound there by Jacob, but there's going to be a pushing foul called against Regis here in this one. Ali Frank's going to inbound it here. Gives it out to Mariah Martine. 8:23 left to go. 3-point lead here for Regis in the closing minutes here in this one. Martine. Gets a little screen there by Kelsey Stevenson. Gets another screen there by Lisa Van Kampen. Mariah Martine going to take a three. No good. Rebound there. Rebound there by Espinosa of Regis. And it's going to go back to Regis. Regis was arguing for a foul call. Espinosa did get drive to the court. Just a little bit hard there by Lisa Van Kampen. Van Kampen is not always the roughest and toughest on the team, but she can show it sometimes here. 7:54 left to go. Sturkle feeds it into Jacobs. Jacobs being guarded by Ali Franks. Jacobs puts a little good jumper there. No good. Rebound there by Espinosa as there's a jump ball going to be caught up, and it's going to go back over to Dixie State, I believe. And it will. Cameron Mooney's not going to check in. London Powell is going to check out. Lisa Van Kampen, Kelsey Stevenson, Cameron Mooney, Ali Franks, and Mariah Martine are on the floor for Dixie State. Sturkle, Jacobs, Espinosa, Ducklow, and Wilson are on the floor for Regis. Mooney gives it back over to Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson back over to Mooney. Mooney gives it out to Van Kampen. Van Kampen gives it back over to Stevenson. Stevenson going to give it over to Mariah Martine. Feeds it into Cameron Mooney. Mooney going to put it up. Foul. Buck is going to be weighed up, but Cameron Mooney is going to get a shot here, I believe, at free throws, as Espinosa is going to get called for her second foul of the afternoon. No, it's just going to be an inbound play here. Espinosa, 8 points and 2 fouls on the afternoon for her. Martine gives it off to Ali Franks. Franks going to do a little jumper there, no good. A rebound there by Espinosa. Gives it off to Jacobs. Pushes it up, gives it off the Sturkle. Back over to Wilson. By Walters. Walters checks in. Sturkle's going to take a three, and that's good. Timeout is going to be called by Dixie State here, as it's going to be a full timeout as well. We're going to take yet another 30-second timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. When we return, we're going to get the live action here. 7 minutes left to go here in this one between Regis University Lady Rangers and the Lady Trailblazers of Dixie State. Don't touch that dial.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena for the conclusion of this game between the Lady Rangers of Regis University and the Lady Trailblazers of Dixie State here on this one here on Radio Dixie 91.3. Right after this, we're going to have the men's game live here on Radio Dixie 91.3 as well. Keg, Seth Miller, and his crew will be on the call for that one. Regis is leading this game 60-54, and just looking at some of the numbers here, one number that stands out so much to me is the bench points. Regis has 26 bench points to Dixie State's only 8 bench points. That is what has come into play this afternoon. Even though Dixie State has 3 players in double digits here, it is still not enough to keep Dixie State ahead of this game, as they're trailing this one by 6 with just 7 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Stevenson feeds it over to Mooney. Mooney on the free throw. Feeds it over to Ali Franks, and a foul is going to be called on Alex Wilson of Regis. It's going to be a blocking foul call. Mariah Martine's going to be the inbounder here. Feeds it into Lisa Van Kampen. Van Kampen trying to get her own shot. She puts it up. No good there. Rebound there by Espinosa of Regis. Gives it off the Sturkle. 6:45 left to go here. Regis playing with house money here as they have a 6-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Sturkle gets a screen there by Walters. Feeds it over back to Walters. Walters drives. Gives it off to Jacob. Jacob's going to take a three. No good there. Going to go out of bounds. This stayed in live. As Sturkle kept it alive. Fed it over to Jacob. Jacob's going to put a little jumper there together, and it's good. 62-54. The lead is up to 8 now. 6:20 left to go here. Martine. Gives it back over to Van Kampen. Over to Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson back over to Van Camp. Back over to Mooney. Mooney going to try to create her own offense here. Feeds it over to Mariah Martin. Martin gets a little screen there by Karen Mooney. No, Karen Mooney does a little jumper there, and that's good. 62-56. The lead is down to 6 here. 5:55 left to go here in this one as we're coming down to the final seconds of this one. Sturkle gets a little screen there. Gives it over to Walters. Walters gets a little screen there by Espinoza. Over to Sturkle. Sturkle's going to take a 3. No good. Rebound there by Karen Mooney. No. Got it back there. Jacobs got the rebound there. Walters feeds over to Sturkle. Sturkle. 5:30 left to go here. It's going to try to drain some time here. 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Sturkle feeds over to Espinoza. Over to Walters. Walters gives over to Wilson. Wilson going to take a 3, and that's good. 65-56 is the lead. The lead is up to 9. 5:10 left to go. Ryan Martin gets a little screen there by Cameron Mooney. Martin almost lost it there for a second. Gives it over to Lisa Van Campen. Over to Mariah Martin. Martin going to take a 3, and that's good. 65-59. This is going nowhere. It's just cut back down to 6. We are going to take a quick, as there's a timeout called by Regis here. We're going to keep it here. 4:56 left to go here. 65-59 here. Mariah Martin with that bucket there. It was a huge bucket. Down by 6 here. 4:56 left to go. And this is what I talk about when it comes to Dixie State and trying to stay consistent. If Dixie State can play consistent from here on out, they can either tie this game and force an overtime, or they're going to have to play to win this game. This game is too important for Dixie State when it comes to our MAC standings and a chance of our March Madness tournament. As more fans are pouring in here, they're starting to be a ruckus crowd here in this one here. Jacob is going to inbound it here for Regis. He fades it over to Walters. 4:50 left to go. Sturkle. Lisa turns it over. Lisa Van Campen came over with the steal. Van Campen all the way to the bucket. No foul was called. And Lisa Van Campen is going to step out of bounds with it. No foul was called when Lisa Van Campen went up for the shot. Everybody was expecting it. Coach J.D. Gusson almost lost his mind there. He almost threw his jacket off. 65-59, 4:40 left to go. Walters feeds it in. And another turnover there created by Dixie State. Martin pushes it up to Morgan Myers. Myers tried to feed it into Mariah Martin. Martin almost lost it there for a second. Dixie State's got to calm down. Yes, I know fast break points are very important here with a 4:20 lead here, but Dixie State's got to be smarter than that. Dixie State gives out Pavlica, tries to feed it into Mooney. Mooney missed the bucket there and came out with a rebound there by Jacobs. 4:12 left to go. 65-59 as we are losing our minds here in the Burns Arena. 6-point lead. Circle thought about taking the 3. Jacobs will take the 3 instead. No good there. Rebound there by London Pavlica. Pavlica pushes it up immediately and out throws Lisa Van Campen by a good country mile there. That is no good on that one. Allie Frank's going to check in. Robinson going to check in for Walters. That's Sturkle. Gives it over to Whitney. Back over to Sturkle. 3:49 left to go. The lead is still 6. Sturkle gets a little screen there by Jacob. Sturkle gives it over to Espinoza. Espinoza gets a little shot over. No good. No foul call there. Martin almost lost the ball there. 3:20 left to go. Mariah Martin gets a screen there by Cameron Mooney. Martin going to try to push it herself. Martin. As there's going to be a travel called against Mariah Martin, and the ball is going to go back to Regis. Jacob is going to get off the Sturkle. Sturkle. Dixie State is going to try to throw their double team yet again. As a timeout is going to be called by Regis. They're going to call a 30-second timeout here. We're going to keep it here live as there's 6 points separating both of these teams. 65-59 with 3:11 left to go here in this one. As Regis is going to come up with somewhat of a strategy here. They're going to come up with the ball on the inbound here. Again, Regis is playing with house money here. Gives out to Lisa Van Campen. Van Campen thought about taking the 3. No. Gives it back over to Kelsey Season. Back over to Ryan Martin. Martin going to try to bound her way up. And a foul is going to be called here. 2:49 left to go. Ryan Martin's going to go to the line here. As Dixie State is going to be shooting free throws from this point on. Good on the first. as the men's basketball team is ready and warmed up, ready to get on the court here, as they're going to have a matchup with Regis men's basketball team coming up in a few minutes here. Good on the second. He's it over to Sturkle. Sturkle trying to get around. She does, and it's good there. Regis leads at 61. Van Kampen gives it back over to Ryan Martin. 2 minutes left to go. Ali Franks now has it. Franks going to try to get all the way, and she does. No good there. No foul called. Robinson has it. 1:58 left to go. Robinson gives it off the circle. Back over to Robinson. 67-61. Espinoza tried to feed it back over to Wilson. Back over to Sturkle. Going to drive away from Morgan Myers, and a foul is going to be called. 1:36 left to go on this one. 1:36 left to go as we're looking at replay, and I think that's a little bit questionable. Maybe a back call there as the rebound's going to get taken away by Kelsey Stevenson. Stevenson going to try to drive. Gives it off to Ali Franks. Back over to Morgan Myers. Back over to Stevenson. And Stevenson tried to get it back over to Ryan Martin, but it didn't work. As there seems to be a paper towel on the floor.
You ready to help Matt? Hands up, Matt. Just deep. Slip line. Shoot through, Alex. Shoot in there.
Martin looking to inbound it here. Gives out to Ali Franks. Franks going to take a little jumper there. No good. Rebound there by Robinson of Regis, and a foul is going to be called. Lisa Van Kampen is going to get called for the foul here.
Nice, you're good, good. Wait middle. You got Emma. Dribble over.
Robinson's going to give it off to Sturkle. Sturkle feeds it over to Espinoza, and Jacob is going to get the ball, and she's going to get fouled there by Morgan Myers. 67-61, 1:10 left to go here. Dixie State still had a bitty chance, but it's starting to winnow down here as London Pavlik is going to check back in. Sturkle is going to be the inbounder. Sturkle going to inbound. She's going to give it out to Robinson. Robinson is going to get fouled there by Martin. Holding foul there. 1:08 left to go. Sturkle is going to inbound it yet again. Sturkle being guarded by London Pavlik. Tries to get over to Robinson. Robinson almost went out of bounds with it. As Robinson's going to hang on to a 6-point lead still. 1 minute left to go exactly. 67-61. Robinson feeds it over to Jacob, feeds it over to Sturkle. Sturkle feeds it over to Robinson. 45 seconds left to go. As Robinson gives it back over to Jacob. Jacob feeds it over to Espinoza. Espinoza going to get the bucket up, no good. Ryan Martin going to push it up now. 35 seconds left to go. Martin. Take a shot. Martin almost thought about taking a shot. Martin going to take a three, no good there. Good rebound there by Franks. Franks going to take a three, no good there. And a foul is going to be called against Lisa Van Kampen, and that's going to wrap this one up. 67-61, and that's going to wrap up this one here between Regis and Dixie State. Regis is going to lose. Dixie State is going to lose. As I think about that twice to myself, as Robinson's going to go to the line here. Dixie State is going to fall to Regis here. Regis is going to take some foul shots here with just 19.4 seconds left to go. Regis is going to be shooting in the bonus from here on out until the game is over. Shot is good there. 68-61. Lead is up to 7. Robinson. It's going to be 1 for 2 there. Van Kampen is going to push it up. Give it out to Mariah Martin. He's out to London Pavlik. Pavlik loses it there for a second. She lost it for good. As there's going to be a timeout called. I'm not sure why, as there's only 12.8 seconds left to go. Dixie State can't really do much in this point. As this one's going to be wrapped up. Just soon as it after this, we're going to take a quick 2-minute timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. When we return from that, not right now, there's 12.8 seconds left to go, but we're going to take a timeout as soon as this game is over. When we come back from that timeout from 2 minutes, we're going to do a post-game show here. We're going to give you all the scores, stats, highlights, and all that to wrap this one up between Regis, the Lady Rangers, and the Lady Trailblazers of Dixie State. Let's get back to action here. So there's only 12.8 seconds left to go here in this one. Jacobs going to inbound it here. Try to feed it over to Robinson. Give it over to Alex Wilson. As there's going to be a foul call there. 8.5 seconds left to go. Wilson's going to go to the line here. Finish this one off. It's going to feed. That one almost rolled in and out there. That was good. 69-61. Lead is up to 8. Wilson is going to get that one good as well. 70-61. That is how this one's going to wrap up here, unless Martin comes up with a great shot here. Martin gonna shoot a three. No good there. And this one's got, that's how this one's gonna wrap up here. Regis is gonna walk away with a win here against Dixie State. 70-61 is the win here. Dixie State's gonna fall to 13-11 on the year, while Regis is gonna go 13-13 on their record overall. We're gonna take a quick 2-minute timeout here on Radio Dixie 91.3. When we return, we're gonna get all the score, stats, highlights, and much more from the postgame show here on Radio Dixie 91.3.
It's back to the action for DSU Athletics, brought to you by Ken Garff St. George Ford Lincoln. We now return you to Dixie State Athletics.
Welcome back to Radio Dixie 91.3 here live in the Burns Arena as the men's basketball team of Regis University and the men's basketball team of Dixie State University are both warming up here. 23 minutes have been put on their pregame clock. We're going to have this game live and shaking up here in just a few minutes here. And this one, we're going to get it all warmed up here for you. But we're going to wrap the women's game up first. Regis is going to go 14-11 on the record. I'm going to take back what I said. I thought they were going 13-13 on the year. They're going to go to 10-10 on their RMAC record. But Dixie State is going to fall to 13-11 on their overall record and fall to 9-11 in the RMAC conference standings here. Dixie State played fairly well. I'll give them credit for that. Looking at some of the numbers, they shot the ball good for 40% from the field. They shot 27% behind the three-point line. Again, another bad night for Dixie State behind the three-point line, which came back to bite them in the butt. And they shot 11 of 14 behind the free throw line. That was good for 78%. I understand Coach J.D. Gusson and his philosophy, try to give a lot of shooting, try to outshoot the opponent with shots, but sometimes it doesn't work. And tonight, there was one of those nights. It just didn't click. There was not enough shooting. Nothing went right for Dixie State down the line here. They were within this game. They were leading by halftime of 2. It looked like Dixie State might be able to get together, might be able to shoot some shots here, get it together, get ahead of it, and maybe pull off a win here. It didn't work. They couldn't get it together. They fell, and from there on out, they just couldn't gather it up, and they couldn't get it together. And it just ended up in a bad loss for Dixie State in this one. But on the bright side, Dixie State still has a chance to have a good record in the RMAC. It is their first year here. They have 13 wins on the year. There's one more win than they had last year. If Coach J.D. Gusson can finish out the year for 2 more wins, they have 15 wins on the year. They had 15 losses last year. And to turn the program around for what it is right now is not bad. There's still a lot of work to be done. The young players are still going to learn. They got a really good group coming up here in the next couple of years. The sophomores are going to take another step. They're going to get better. The juniors are going to get better. They're going to come back. The freshmen that came in, they're going to get better. And we're going to have a good team next year. I guarantee you that from here on out. So, to really wrap this one real quick, I think Dixie State played fairly well in this one. Look at some of the stats here real quick. Regis shot 39% from the field. That was good for 26 of 66. 39% there. They shot 8 of 24 behind the three-point line. That was good for 33%. And 10 of 14 behind the free throw line. That was good for 71%. But the big number to me that surprises me, they had 47 rebounds in this game. 28 were defensive, 19 were offensive. They were able to stay ahead in this one, able to control it, able to control the glass, and make sure that they were ahead of everybody in this one. And they were able to get the balls, they were able to shoot it, they were able to stay ahead, and that worked out well for Dixie State in the long run. And it was good for that for Regis. I'm talking like it's Dixie State, but Regis, they had 47 rebounds in this one. That was the difference for me in this one. They were able to control the glass, they were able to control the tempo with their own pace. Dixie State just couldn't get some shots laid down the road later down the game, and it just didn't work out for them in that one. Look at some of the stats for Dixie State. They had 31 total rebounds in this one. They had 7 blocks and 7 steals in this one. They had 13 assists. You would think with those numbers, hey, we're going to have a good second half. They only had 2 turnovers at the end of the first half. We're going to turn it around. We're going to have a good, clean game here. Our defense is playing well. And that all fell flat in the second half, and it didn't work out that well for Dixie State. Again, they fell in this game 70-61. It was not good. It was not a good game by Dixie State. By their standards, I think Coach J.D. Gusson needs to go back to the drawing board just a little bit. Prepare for the RMAC tournament. That will start on March 5th and will end on March 9th. When we have the dates for you, we'll probably have those dates as soon as the game after Westminster is over. We'll have all those dates for you, and we'll tell you everything that's going on in that one. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Dixie State and coming up in their RMAC chance to win the tournament. It may be a good thing, it may not be, but we're going to see what is all of that later down the road in this one. Name of player of the game here, it would have to go over to Regis. Emma Sturko, she had 19 points on the afternoon. She had 1 rebound, but she was 5 of 12 behind the three-point line and 7 of 16 from the field. She also had 3 assists in this one and had 2 steals. She was all over the place. She was playing really well. For the player of the game overall, that is hers. For the player of the game, to save for Dixie State would have to be Lisa Van Camp, but she has 17 points, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 1 steal. She was 1 for 1 behind the three-point line. She was 8-11 from the field. She didn't take any free throw shots. She's usually one to take a lot of free throw shots, but that didn't go for her as well. So that is that. Upcoming schedule for both teams here. Just for Dixie State, I don't have the Regis schedule ahead of me, but Regis was tonight. Then tomorrow at 5:30 is going to be Colorado Christian. We're going to have that game here live on Radio Dixie 91.3 as well. And then they'll finish off the year Westminster versus Dixie State. That is the last game of the year. March 1st, we're going to have that game here on Radio Dixie as well. Thank you, everybody, for listening to Radio Dixie 91.3. We're going to have the men's game coming up in about 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to have that game coming up here with Carrick Sigmiller and his crew. But for now, let's get back some of the music here on Radio Dixie 91.3 here. Thank you, everybody, for listening to Radio Dixie 91.3. Have yourselves a good afternoon.
You've been listening to DSU Athletics from the campus of Dixie State University. For more information, DixieAthletics.com. Until next time, it's Radio Dixie 91.3.
Utah, I'm a biology major and I listen to Radio Dixie 91.3.